Have you ever felt a shiver trace your spine, not from cold, but from a truth too vast to name? A moment when the world fell silent, and something within you stirred, whispering that life is more than flesh and fleeting days. CHICO XAVIER knew that whisper, not as a fleeting guest, but as a constant companion, guiding him through a world blind to its own eternal pulse. He walked among us, a quiet man whose eyes held galaxies, whose words wove bridges between the seen and the unseen. What if the 6 moments we're about to unveil are not just stories, but keys to a door you've passed 1,000 times, but never dared to open? Each step you take with us pulls you closer to a truth that could unravel the lies you've clung to about death, about love, about yourself. Why does your heart race at the thought of what lies beyond? In the hush of your soul, you already know. CHICO's life was a mirror, and these moments reflect a reality you cannot ignore. They are not mere they are echoes of your own forgotten knowing, calling you to listen before the silence claims you. To turn away now is to deny the part of you that aches for answers that wait, trembling in the shadows of these 6 revelations. Will you follow, or will you let fear close the door forever? The world teaches you to fear the unknown, to cling to the tangible, to dismiss the whispers of your heart as childish dreams. But CHICO XAVIER stood against that tide. His life had defiant him to the eternal. He didn't argue with skeptics. He offered them proof letters from souls long gone, words that pierced the veil, acts of love that no logic could dismiss. Have you ever wept for someone you've lost, only to feel their presence linger, soft as a breath? That's not imagination. It's a crack in the illusion, a glimpse of the truth CHICO lived. These 6 moments are not random. They are stitches in a tapestry of hope, each one pulling tighter the thread that binds you to the infinite. What if everything you've been taught about endings is a lie? What if the pain you carry is not a burden, but a signal urging you to look deeper? CHICO's life was a map, and these moments are its brightest stars, guiding you through the dark. But beware, to see them is to change, to feel the weight of a truth that demands you rethink everything. Are you brave enough to face what you've always known but never dared to name? Imagine a world where every goodbye is a promise, where every loss is a pause, not an end. CHICO XAVIER didn't imagine this, he lived it. His every breath, a testament to a love that death cannot touch. In these 6 moments, you'll walk through encounters that defy reason, messages from beyond that knew secrets no living soul could, predictions that unfolded with the precision of fate, and acts of compassion that ripple across lifetimes. Why do you feel that ache, that pull toward something greater? It's not an accident. It's your soul remembering what your mind was taught to forget. CHICO's life was a lighthouse, cutting through the fog of doubt, and these moments are its beams, each one illuminating a truth you've been circling your whole life. But truths like these are not gentle, they burn, they demand, to hear them is to stand at a crossroads. One path leads back to the comfort of ignorance, the other to a reckoning with the eternal. Which will you choose when every word pulls you deeper into the spiral? You rush through life, don't you? Chasing moments that slip through your fingers, burying questions too heavy to carry. Yet CHICO XAVIER paused, listened, and in that stillness found a symphony of voices from beyond. His life was not a performance but a revelation, each of these 6 moments a note in a melody that could awaken your sleeping soul. Have you ever felt a memory that wasn't yours, a longing that had no source? These are not tricks of the mind, they are invitations, and CHICO's life was the answer. In these moments, you'll witness truths that shake the foundations of what you call reality, truths that whisper your name, truths that refuse to be ignored. But to grasp them, you must stay, you must feel, you must let the spiral pull you in. To blink, to turn away, is to miss the thread that ties you to the infinite. What if the life you're living is only half the story? What if CHICO's 6 moments hold the other half, waiting to make you whole? This is no ordinary journey, it's a descent into the heart of what it means to be human, fragile yet eternal, lost yet found. CHICO XAVIER didn't just speak of the spirit, he proved it. His life a canvas painted with miracles, too quiet, too shout, too profound to deny. These 6 moments are not relics of the past. They are sparks, each one capable of igniting a fire within you. Why does your chest tighten at the thought of what's next? Because deep down, you sense it. These are not just stories, but reflections of your own unspoken truths. To walk this path is to confront the questions you've buried, to feel the pulse of a reality that's been waiting for you all along. Chico's life was a call, and these moments are its echo, growing louder with every word. Stay with us, for every second brings you closer to a truth that could set you free or leave you forever wondering why you didn't listen. Picture a grieving mother, her heart shattered by the loss of her son, standing before Chico Xavier in a humble room. Through his hand, a letter emerges, not in his words, but in the unmistakable voice of her child, recounting details only they shared: a nickname, a hidden promise, a moment of laughter by a riverbank. Her tears fall, not from sorrow, but from a joy too vast to contain. How could Chico know what no one else did? Have you ever longed for a sign from someone you've lost, a whisper to ease the ache? This first moment is a crack in the veil, proof that love speaks beyond the grave, urging you to listen to the silences in your own life. In a quiet town, Chico once spoke of a tragedy yet to come, a fire that would claim lives, described with chilling clarity. The place, the hour, the faces of those who would mourn. Days later, the flames roared as he had foreseen, leaving witnesses trembling, their skepticism reduced to ash. Why do certain warnings linger in your mind, unbidden, as if time itself were whispering? This second moment is a reminder that the spirit sees what the eyes cannot, challenging you to trust the truths that stir beneath your doubts. A stranger approached Chico, burdened by guilt for words left unsaid to a father now gone. Through Chico's voice, the father's spirit spoke, not of blame, but of forgiveness. Recounting a forgotten moment when the stranger's kindness had lit his heart, the man wept, released from a weight he'd carried alone. Have you ever felt a guilt that seemed to echo beyond yourself? This third moment reveals that reconciliation transcends death, inviting you to heal what lingers in your soul. In a crowded room, Chico once paused, his eyes distant, as if hearing a voice no one else could. He described a woman's life, her joys, her secret sorrows, her final breaths at sails. Only her daughter, seated among strangers, could confirm. The daughter's gasp echoed through the silence, her grief transformed into wonder. Why do you sometimes feel a presence you cannot name? This fourth moment is a bridge to the unseen, asking you to honor the connections that defy explanation. Chico once gave away every penny he earned, living in poverty to feed the hungry, comfort the broken, and build homes for the lost. Yet his joy never dimmed, as if he drew from a well no drought could touch. How do you explain a life that thrives on giving, untouched by lack? This fifth moment is a testament to a love that flows from the eternal, urging you to reflect on what truly sustains your spirit. One night, Chico sat with a skeptic, a man hardened by logic, who demanded proof of the soul's survival. Through Chico's hand, a message came not from a stranger, but from the skeptic's own mother, naming a song she sang to him as a child, a melody he'd never shared. The man's defiance crumbled, his eyes wet with a truth he could not deny. What would it take for you to believe in what you cannot see? This sixth moment is a challenge, a spark that asks you to question the boundaries of your reality. The journey through these 6 moments has not been a mere recounting of a man's life, but a quiet unraveling of the threads that bind you to the eternal. Chico Xavier's legacy lingers, not as a distant echo, but as a pulse within your own heart, stirring questions you've carried in silence. Have you felt a tremor of a truth too vast to hold, yet too intimate to deny? Each moment we've shared was a mirror, reflecting not just his light, but the spark of your own soul, yearning to remember what it has always known. In the stillness of this pause, ask yourself, what is it that calls you now, in the spaces where fear and wonder meet? The answers are not out there, but within, waiting like stars behind the clouds of doubt. What if the end is not a wall, but a window? Chico's life whispers this possibility, his every act a testament to a love that weaves through time, unbroken by the illusion of death. These moments, letters from beyond, predictions that pierce the veil, compassion that defied reason, are not relics to be admired, but invitations to see anew. They ask you to stand at the edge of your beliefs and leap, to trust the unseen currents that have always carried you. Why do certain memories cling to you, soft as a sigh, sharp as a blade? Because they are not yours alone. They are threads of a greater tapestry, and Chico's story is a single strand, glowing with the promise of connection. In this fleeting silence, feel the weight of what you've glimpsed, a reality where no goodbye is final, where every heart beats in rhythm with the infinite. This is not a conclusion, but a beginning, a crack in the shell of your certainties through which light now pours. CHICO XAVIER did not seek to convince, but to awaken, and these 6 moments are his gentle nudge, urging you to listen to the whispers of your own spirit. What stirs in you now? Hope, unease, a quiet ache for something more. That is the echo of truth, resonating in the chambers of your being, asking not for answers but for courage. To live with eyes open to the eternal is to walk a path both tender and fierce, where every step is a choice, to love, to seek, to believe. Can you hear it, the soft hum of a world beyond the one you've known, calling you to claim your place within it? This is the gift of these moments, not a story told, but a fire kindled, burning away the shadows that have kept you small. And yet, the journey does not end here, nor should it. The truths unveiled in these moments are not meant to be held in solitude, but shared, like a flame passed from one heart to another. CHICO's life was a bridge, and you stand upon it now, gazing at horizons you once thought unreachable. What will you do with this spark, this fragile, fierce, knowing that life continues, that love endures? Let it move you, not to certainty, but to wonder, not to answers, but to questions that deepen with every breath. There is a message etched in the silence of these moments, a truth so simple it humbles the proudest heart. You are never alone, for the eternal embraces you, even now. Carry this with you, let it guide you, let it transform the way you see the stars, the stranger, the self. So, pause here, but do not stop. If these moments have stirred something within you, a flicker of hope, a shadow of doubt, a pulse of recognition, press the like button to mark this moment, not for us, but for yourself, a quiet vow to honor what you felt. Share this video with someone whose heart might need its light, someone who, like you, seeks the truth beneath the surface. Comment below with the thoughts that burn within you, the questions that refuse to sleep, for, in sharing, you weave yourself into a greater story. And subscribe, not out of habit, but as a step toward a journey that continues, with every video, every truth, every whisper of the eternal. Join us, because this is not the end, it is the echo of a beginning, and the next note is yours to sing.